The Blacklist premiere recap, The Legacy of Marvin Gerard. The final season premiere sets the stage for the return of Blacklisters past. Let's check in on how things are going 6 months after Marvin Gerard's swan song by informing Wujing that Red has spent the past 10 years exposing the criminal elite to the FBI. The break in New York appears to be going well for Aram. He wears jeans. He's also taking a bag from the gift store out of the Met. Nevertheless, a bearded and untidy Red entering a taxi across Fifth Avenue while acting as though he hadn't seen his old pal disturbs his quiet Upper East Side day. It's time to call Cooper, who is playing cards with a content Agnes, without a doubt. While they are on the phone, an apartment building across the street explodes, and she can be seen listening in as Aram tells Cooper about his Red sighting. They laughably jump to the absurd conclusion that Red is to fault only because he was there. They are not mistaken. In order to pick up Wrestler from his group meeting commemorating 311 days sober, Cooper phones Demb, who is pleased to abandon post-Gerard paperwork at the task force headquarters. Just in time to run into Chinese official Qin Yao, the two arrive in NYC at what I like to refer to as MTS, Magic TV Speed. Law enforcement is prohibited from visiting the flat Red blew up because it is an annex of the Chinese embassy. But I believe we can all agree that our task force doesn't allow a little thing like international law stand in their way, especially when a firefighter discovers a body in the rubble. Yao phones Wujing to inform him of the incident as Wrestler takes the dead woman's laptop. Wujing also assumes Red is at fault right away. You lead a multinational crime organization for a number of years, and you still get the blame for everything. After a little more training, the task force has reassembled in Washington, D.C. to find the master burglar Jennifer Moores, who you may recognize from Season 8's The Fribourg Confidence. She was obviously recruited to steal something, but when Demb phones Red's new security chief, he learns that Chuck has no idea where his boss is or that he was even back in the country. Demb doesn't say it aloud, but I will. Chuck, you're not very good at what you do. As Aram lacks the technical expertise to assist with Moore's laptop, Demb enlists Tashido Ito. Tashido is always accompanied by his mother, Agent Mariko, who is horrified that Demb has joined the FBI and prefers receiving payments in cash. Tashido rushes to retrieve information from the laptop before Cooper can have Judge Vance halt his arguably illegal search. Picasso's The Night Owl sculpture is kept in the art storage facility Lux International, and Ito is able to learn that Moore is intended to steal it. It turns out that Demb is well knowledgeable about Picasso because the artist became fixated on owls after discovering a wounded one in his workshop. Chuck, I really appreciate the idea that Demb spent a lot of time teaching Red about things like beautiful art while also ensuring Red's safety. Lux is situated on the British Caribbean island of Montserrat. Wrestler and Demb meet with Richard Deaver and Sia Malik, two Lux security personnel. Malik, are you sure? Yes, Malik was a recurring character in Season 1 as Agent Mira Malik, who was killed off in the season premiere of the program. Because you've been watching this show for almost 10 years, in case you needed a refresher, here it is. Sia, a young adult, is Mira's daughter. She's astute, too, advising Cooper to call in order to obtain access for his agency. When he does, Deaver and Malik reveal their true identities. Deaver is MI6 and Lux is a front for a CIA black site. Moreover, the Night Owl is a real person, not a sculpture. A person who is well known. Hello again. The assassin we last saw working for Elizabeth in Season 8 was Alban Vesely, also known as the Freelancer, the first offender Elizabeth and Red ever put in jail, and the assassin. We ultimately check in with Red as Wrestler and Demb mull that realization. He is once again well-groomed and looking for a home with an agent who is obviously frustrated. He tells her that he needs 30,000 square feet, 2 stories, seclusion, and no kitchen as she shows him a magnificent nautical-themed room with an indoor balcony and a chef's kitchen. Why does he require this particular property? I suppose we'll learn next week. Back at Lux, Vesely is a different criminal who finds Demb's transition to the police amusing, and I honestly hope this joke lasts the entire season. He finds it less amusing to recall Elizabeth's final treachery, which led to his return to an illegal prison, and he is baffled as to why the Chinese or Jennifer Moores sought to free him. But he'll soon find out because Wujing and a huge number of bad people have just arrived and shot their way into the CIA covert site with such ease that it's actually a touch unsettling. Wrestler and Demb engage the shooters in a gunfight while Malik and Deavers try to get Vesely out through the garage. Wrestler shows off his multitasking skills by calling Cooper to inform him of the situation, and Demb deduces that a mole must have informed Wujing of Vesely's position. Deavers is also about to pull a gun on Malik at this point because he is the mole. He shoots her in the chest as she raises her rifle and then flees with his snatched freelancer. She's wearing a vest, so don't be alarmed. Back in DC, BOLOs have been issued for all pertinent offenders, but little is known until Red shows up and everyone agrees that Gerard, Wujing, and the threat posed by former blacklisters must be taken seriously. When Demb inquires about security and learns that Red is moving around using public transportation without a single bodyguard in sight, his concern only intensifies. Chuck is officially a waste of money and my sworn enemy. As Malik and Cooper meet, he compliments Cooper on how he personally informed Cooper's mother's family of her passing. She joined MI6 in order to never again be outside of such deception due to the secrecy surrounding that event. And now she wants to join the task force to complete the task her mother began. She says, only one case, which is TV speak for the remainder of the season. Welcome to the team, Sia. I truly hope no one ever tells you the specifics of your mother's murder because it was so horrible. Wujing finally introduces himself to Vesely. They can talk about a common foe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.